US Festival, what a name, US Festival. Woodstock, we didn't even know. We just knew that it was so many, we call ourselves then freaks. We're getting together to, without even knowing, protesting Vietnam and status quo. At that time, LBJ or whoever the heck was the president, Nixon or whoever. So this festival for me has always been like a consciousness revolution event. And that's why they're so being talked about today. I'm sure it was from Bill Graham. He was always the architect of heralding new things for Santana, whether it was Woodstock or playing in front of the Rolling Stones. This one, he told me that there was a big festival that was going to happen around the LA area, San Bernardino, somewhere in there, and that the person who was putting it together was Steve Wozniak, you know. And so I said, okay, you know, I just feel really grateful that they invited us. This one, I don't remember how we got in there. I just remember being on stage with Herbie and the people, you know, responding.
it out. Sunday! It's an all-new episode of Rock and Roll Road Trip. This is a tasty episode.
Just something I whipped up this morning.
Guy Fieri flies with me to Maynard Keenan's one-of-a-kind winery.
This is all hand-farmed. It was all hand-terraced.
So beautiful. Food, wine, and music.
That's deep, man. I dig it.
It's an all-new episode of Rock and Roll Road Trip with me, Sammy Hagar, Sunday, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, right here on Access TV. Woo!
My prescriptions used to be really expensive, but then I went to GoodRx.com.
It just works. You put in the drug you're looking for, and bang, you've got half a dozen or more choices in front of you of pricing and locations to get it.
You never think about shopping around for medication prices.
I have good insurance, but with GoodRx, I save even more money.
What? I was paying how much?
And it's absolutely free. No cost to me whatsoever.
I get to save $1,180 a year with GoodRx. This is awesome.
It was a mix of triumph and tragedy.
Sunday, on the premiere of A Year in Music.
We are going back to 1977. Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles, and punk rock hits new heights.
A Year in Music premieres Sunday at 9, 8 Central on Access TV.
Explore the fans, the flavors, and hang with the headliners.
Have a great festival,
Eddie
man.
Trunk
in the house.
At Sammy Hagar's High Tide Beach Party and Car Show. Trunk Fest with Eddie Trunk. Season premiere, Sunday on Access TV. Sunday, superstars come together to honor the legendary Dan Fogelberg, Joe Walsh and Barnstorm, and James William Guercio, with performances by Joe Walsh, Garth Brooks, Amy Grant, Vince Gill, John Oates, and many more. The Rocky Mountain Way, Sunday at 10, 9 Central on Access TV.
We all know that Steve Wozniak is pretty, there's a child in him, you know, there's a child in him, like Michael Jackson, that dreams of innocence, creating things beyond money and beyond this and beyond that and beyond critics, you know, and God bless his heart for that, because we need more, it's what we're fighting right now with, the dreamers. He's a dreamer, you know. And he was born in here, I'm sure, you know, but he's still a dreamer like John Lennon. And so God bless him for that, you know, that he could utilize whatever the universe puts at your feet, he's using it for the highest good. You can never go wrong with that.
that you gave to me, baby. Nowhere to run, nowhere to run. I've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to stop. This heart deep inside that you gave to me. Nowhere to run, nowhere to run. I've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to stop. Heart deep inside, I've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to stop. Heart deep inside that you give to me. Nowhere to run, nowhere to run.
The signature sound is me, no matter what guitar I grab or what amplifier I play through. I can play a Strat or a Gibson or a Paul Reed. Since I don't focus so much on chords, I focus more on melody, because I think that melody is the most immediate laser to your heart. You got to really visit each note, because when you visit each note, the listener will not be able to talk anymore. This is not background music. I have never played background music. I believe that from the moment I was born, there was a inner mission that a lot of people, for example, whether it was Bill Graham or Clive Davis or Miles Davis or Tito Puente or B.B. King, all of them went out of their way to more than show me the ropes, to actually adopt me and let me know with their eyes that even though I didn't think I was at that time, they always said, walk like us. You're a giant like us. So being with Herbie or with Bill Graham, I just always felt that I was born at the right time, at the right place, and it just felt like a river of possibilities and opportunities was always going to carry me through and beyond most bands. We all consider Herbie since the beginning to be a bona fide genius, along with Wayne Shorter and Miles Davis and Tony Williams and Ron Carter. He's in a different echelon of forward-thinking wisdom and intelligence, So for us, it was a great honor that he came in and sat in, and just every time Herbie sits in with us, we just feel ourselves growing. It's like hanging around with Hawkins or Einstein. You're going to learn something just by being around them.
Thank you. I feel very grateful to see all the beautiful people and brothers and sisters in Woodstock, and now your presence here. Thank you so much for your soulful presence. This time we'd like to share the stage with one of the America's or the world's greatest musicians, Mr. Herbie Hancock. It's called Incident at Nishabur. So much. Herbie Hancock. I'm very grateful that I'm a parcel of this. To whatever degree, it doesn't matter, but I am part of it. That's my only thing that I like to put emphasis on as music or musician or an individual, is that we go back to showing all the variety that we have in the arts. You know, because it's a little bit too lopsided nowadays. And I think most people agree, you know, who wants to see three bands that sound the same?
Sunday Night Rocks. Tune in and rock out. Woo! First, hit the road with a rockin' new episode of Rock and Roll Road Trip with Sammy Hagar.
Dang it!
Sammy jams at 20,000 feet with Guy Fieri.
I can't get out, and I didn't bring a parachute.
And then hangs with Tools, Maynard Keenan. Then, it's the exciting new series, A Year in Music. Downtown Julie Brown dives deep into pop culture moments.
We are going back to 1977.
Followed by an all-new season of Trunk Fest with Eddie Trunk. Eddie heads to the High Tide Beach Party and Car Show and hangs with Vince Neil.
Vince Neil, the real deal here.
Kevin Cronin and more. And finally, hit the stage with Access TV concerts and the Rocky Mountain Way. There's only one way to rock. Sunday Night Rocks. It all starts 8/7 Central. Only on Access TV.
I started off in Tijuana, you know, I was dead into Jimmy Reed, Lightning Hopkins, John Lee Hooker, and then, you know, like that, B.B. King. But then at a fair, when they have, you know, they were playing Latin, what they call, back then they used to call it música tropical, which is like music from Puerto Rico or Cuba or the Caribbean music, you know? And all this music comes from Africa because, you know, that's where the slaves came, you know? But see, Hollywood, oh, that's a Latin lover, Cesar Romero and Anthony Quinn and, you know, and Ricardo Montalban. They're Latin, and that's where it came from Hollywood, putting a tag on you, or Spanish. You could play, like, you know. And I said, no, I've been around the world a couple of times, and I realized that really what I play is really African rhythms and African melodies, you know, because everything that I love really came from Africa. I get in trouble for just giving due to those that gave birth to the blues, charanga, guaguancó, guajira, danzón, tango, you know. I mean, there's like a gazillion rhythms. So therefore, when I go to Africa, they claim me as the family. I'm not a tourist because they know by now that I always tell the truth. I always thank you for allowing me to make a living playing your music.